Do you know who had this table carved and painted, Sir Davos?
Aegon Targaryen.
And do you know how Aegon Targaryen conquered Westeros?
On the back of his dragon.
He had a smaller fleet and a smaller army, but he had 3 dragons, dragons of magic.
Have you ever wondered if Melisandre had been right? Could she have woken a dragon out of stone? And how it might have changed things in the Great War if Stannis had gotten a dragon before the White Walkers marched for the wall? The answer is yes, she could have woken a dragon. How? I'll explain it in this video, so stay tuned for that. Hello everyone, welcome to Ultimate Book Maniacs, your one-stop for book and TV series reviews. I post new videos every Saturday at 7 PM IST or at 9:30 AM EST. So make sure to subscribe this channel and also click on the bell icon to get notifications from my channel. And I want to thank you Aaron Arguelles for contributing to my channel on Patreon. At some time before the start of the War of the Five Kings, Melisandre had traveled to Dragonstone on her own, looking for Azor Ahai. She believed that Dragonstone is the place of smoke and salt, amidst which Azor Ahai will be reborn. Since Stannis was the Lord of Dragonstone, she assumed that Stannis is Azor Ahai reborn, who will be the one to face the darkness and defeat the White Walkers in the Great War. When the red star bleeds and the darkness gathers, Azor Ahai shall be born again amid smoke and salt to wake dragons out of stone. At Dragonstone, she convinced Stannis to burn the statues of the 7 in sacrifice to R'hllor and had him pull a burning sword from the fire, declaring the sword to be Lightbringer and Stannis to be Azor Ahai reborn. There will come a day after the long summer when the stars bleed and the cold breath of darkness falls heavy on the world. In this dread hour, a warrior shall draw from the fire a burning sword, and that sword shall be Lightbringer, the red sword of heroes. And he who clasps it shall be Azor Ahai come again, and the darkness shall flee before him. I've already discussed these prophecies in my Azor Ahai and the Prince That Was Promised video. Melisandre has seen the whites and the others in her flames. She had also showed it to Stannis. They knew about the threat that was heading towards Westeros. They knew they needed to be ready when the White Walkers' army attacked them, and that's why they wanted to unite the kingdom so badly. I'll read a couple of lines of Stannis from the books. "The darkness will devour them all," she says, "the night that never ends." She talks of prophecies, a hero reborn in the sea, living dragons hatched from red stone. She speaks of signs and swears they point to me. I never asked for this, no more than I asked to be king. Yet, dare I disregard her? Great or small, we must do our duty. Melisandre swears that she has seen me in her flames, facing the dark, with Lightbringer raised on high. So as you can see, Melisandre was quite convinced that Stannis is Azor Ahai, and she tried her best to fulfill the prophecy. Most of the prophecy had been fulfilled at that time. A comet had blazed across the skies, and the dead had started rising again. She gave Stannis a burning, or rather a shining sword, and called it Lightbringer. She also convinced Stannis that just like Aegon the Conqueror, having a dragon will help him win and will unite Westeros again.
Do you know how Aegon Targaryen conquered Westeros?
On the back of his dragon.
He had a smaller fleet and a smaller army, but he had 3 dragons, dragons of magic.
She has already proven R'hllor's powers when she had Renly killed with Stannis' shadow. But that was her shadow binding power. She always used to say, "There's power in king's blood." And she proved this fact when she had Stannis throw 3 leeches filled with Gendry's or Edric's blood in the fire and say 3 names, and those 3 kings died. I've also discussed the power of king's blood in my Craster's Son's theory video. So by burning only a few drops of king's blood in a blood magic ritual, Melisandre and Stannis were able to kill Robb Stark, Balon Greyjoy and Joffrey Baratheon. Imagine what could have happened if she had been able to burn a whole body filled with king's blood. I know it was wrong, and I agree with what Davos did, but Melisandre had told Stannis, "A great gift requires a great sacrifice."
A great gift requires a great sacrifice.
And she convinced him to give Gendry/Edric to her so that she could burn him to wake dragons out of stone. I'll also read a few lines from the books. "Give me the boy for lore," the Red Woman said, "and the ancient prophecy shall be fulfilled. Your dragon shall awaken and spread his stony wings. The kingdom shall be yours." The Lord of Light cherishes the innocent. There is no sacrifice more precious. From the king's blood and his untainted fire, a dragon shall be born. "I am a small man," Davos admitted. "So tell me why you need this boy Edric Storm to wake your great stone dragon, my lady." "Only death can pay for life, my lord. A great gift requires a great sacrifice. Where is the greatness in a base-born child? He has king's blood in his veins. You have seen what even a little of that blood could do. I saw you burn some leeches, and 2 false kings are dead. At that time, only Robb and Balon Greyjoy have died in the books, so Stannis had written it off as a coincidence, saying, if Joffrey should die, what is the life of one bastard boy against a kingdom?
The life of one bastard boy against a kingdom. The boy must die.
For some reason, I had never seriously believed that Melisandre could actually do it. They didn't have dragon eggs, but I was currently rereading the books and realized she wanted to perform the same blood magic ritual that Dany had performed to bring the dragons back into the world. I'd already discussed this ritual in my blood magic and symbols and their importance videos. Melisandre already had a person's life to pay for the dragon's life. She didn't have a dragon egg, but there were stone statues shaped like dragons all over the castle at Dragonstone. Melisandre knows all the spells, so she would have chanted during the ritual instead of using a symbol, and there would have been only 1 dragon instead of 3, unless they had decided to burn more people to wake more dragons out of stone, because as Melisandre has said, only death can pay for life, which means 1 death equals 1 life. Dany had paid with 3 lives to bring 3 dragons into this world, so technically Dany woke dragons out of stone too. Once Stannis had dragons, he would have been able to defeat the Lannisters and unite Westeros into a single kingdom. And once Westeros hadn't been divided or distracted, they would have been ready for the Night King, which means Jon wouldn't have needed to go beyond the wall to catch a white to convince Cersei, and Viserion would still have been alive. And if Viserion hadn't died, the Night King couldn't have broken the wall using the white Viserion. But Davos had let Gendry/Edric Storm escape. He had good intentions and a noble heart, but now many people will die because the White Walkers have crossed the wall. I already discussed where they might go from Eastwatch and which paths they might take from the hints shown in the opening credits of Season 7. You can watch my Season 7 episode reviews to check them out. So, what do you think of this theory? Do you think Davos was indirectly responsible for the White Walkers crossing into Westeros? Don't forget to tell us your thoughts in the comments. If you like this video, please click on the like button below, share the video and subscribe to my channel. Have a great day. Bye bye. See you in my next video.